Today, we have the Click and Learn team in Salt Lake City, Utah. In the middle is Mark. Hey, Mark.
Hey.
And Matt. And uh, first of all, I'm going to show them how I learned the names and locations of the 29 counties of Utah. So I went to clickandlearnsoftware.com. I click play now, and I'm not signed in. You don't have to be a paying customer to do any of this. You don't have to be a subscriber. But over on the right-hand side, as I scroll to the right, there's a thumbnail that says new games this week. And the left one, we've just added Utah. I click the button that says single player. I click go, and it asks for the first 7 counties on the screen alphabetically. It asks for Beaver County. If I click the correct button, I get a green light. The button disappears. The question changes to Box Elder in this case. We're racing the clock. If I click the wrong button, I click cache, and it says, sorry, you've clicked on cache. When you click the wrong button, you get a red light. Tells you the answer to what you clicked. And it still asks for Box Elder. I can use the show me button at any time. So this is Box Elder. This is cache. It asks for carbon. Daggett. I've played this game a few times before. I'm just kind of showing the guys how we get through this Davis and DeCoin or Duquesne. We were 12 seconds over, so we go through that over and over until we can do it until we can beat the clock. We have 17 seconds. It asks for Beaver, Box Elder, cache, carbon, Daggett, Davis, and Duquesne. We beat the clock, so now we go to the next level, which is 14 questions. I click go, but we still repeat what we've learned. Beaver, Box Elder, cache, carbon, Daggett, Davis, DeCoin. And then we add 7 more. Emory, alphabetically, E, G, Garfield, Grant, H-I, Iron, or Irion, J-U-A-B. I don't know how to pronounce that. I think it might be Wob. Kane, K for Kane, and M for Millard. Okay, I'm not going to go on.
Know how to pronounce that. J-U-A-B.
J-U-A-B?
J-U-A-B county pronunciation.
And to our viewers out there, if we're mispronouncing something, we do not take any offense if you inform us in the comments how to do it properly. We love to be corrected, and we love to get things right. So we're going to look it up now, but if we're in the thick of it, go ahead. Juab?
Juab.
Okay.
According to Google. So, it's not according to a local.
Oh, okay. Well, locals, you outrank Google, so let us know.
Or maybe it's Juab. But you guys keep going.
Okay. No, it's good that we looked at least.
You guys hear that? Yeah. Juab County?
Juab. I'll go with Juab here for a minute. I click the go button, and now we're at 21 questions. It still starts with Beaver, Box Elder, cache, carbon, Daggett, carbon, Daggett, Davis, DeCoin, Daggett, Davis, DeCoin, E, Emory, Garfield, Grand, H-I, Iron, Irion, Juab, K for Kane, M for Millard. And now we add 7 more. Morgan, if I get the wrong one, it says, sorry, this is Rich County, and it gave me a red light, Rich County. It asks for Paiute. I can use the show me button at any time. That is Paiute. Rich, Salt Lake, San Juan, San Pete, and Sevier.
Nice. Okay. Hey, Bob, I have a bit of an issue. I can't see the bottom things you're clicking because our faces are in the way.
Okay, I'm going to switch to this layout.
Nice. That's better.
That was the quick fix right there.
Isn't that incredible? It's incredible what you can do. Okay, so thank you, Matt. I am going to click the go button, ask for Beaver, Box Elder, cache, carbon, Daggett, Davis, DeCoin, Emory, Garfield, Grand, G-H-I, Irion, Juab, Kane, Millard, Morgan. I'm kind of showing off here. Okay. I already clicked Beaver, and it looks like I clicked Box Elder. It looks like I clicked Cash. We're going to go to Carbon, Daggett, Davis, DeCoin, Emory, Garfield, Grand, GHI, Iron, might just be Iron, Juab, Kane, Millard, Morgan, LMNOP, Paiute, Rich, PQR, Rich, Salt Lake, San Juan, San Pete, Sevier. I'm not even looking at the questions. If you're going to go through this and master the game, you got to do it over and over enough that you don't have to look at the questions. You know that it's going to be Summit, T for Tool, U for Uinta, U for Utah, Wasatch, Washington, Wayne, and now here's something that watching. Okay, then the last one was not on there. We have 29. So I'm going to go right to now we're up to 29, all 29 counties. Beaver, Box Elder, Cache, Carbon, Daggett, Davis, DuQuoin, DFG, E, Emory, Garfield, Grand, Iron, Juab, Kane, Millard, Morgan, LMNOP, Paiute, Rich, PQR, Rich, S, Salt Lake, San Juan, San Pete, Sevier, Summit, Tool, T, Uinta, Utah, Wasatch, Washington, Wayne, and why I thought we had 28. Okay, now we're at 29. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go.
Oh, we have some comments in the live chat.
We do already?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know, I don't know who this could be, but a gentleman by the name of Enterprising Engine 93 wrote, "Geography knowledge really strikes my fancy." And then we got 3 comments from Dell. A hello from Utah. This is so cool. Then he said, "These guys are clearly not from Utah." This was when we were trying to pronounce Juab properly. And then he said that he only saw 7 questions. So I think that might have been around the time where our faces were blocking the state at the bottom of the screen.
Very good.
So what I've been doing here is I've been watching the live chat on my phone from my YouTube channel. So even though we might not be able to see it while we're working, I can at least keep an eye on it this way.
Okay, now here's the other cool thing. And I haven't shown you guys this yet, but when I'm presenting, I cannot see all those comments. But Matt, when you mention that, I switch back to the screen and I can see, here's someone, they gave their comment, "Geography knowledge really strikes my fancy." That's the one you were talking about, Matt. And I can turn that off by clicking that. How do I turn it off? Okay, I click back over here.
Seems like a cool guy, comment. Whoever that is, you know.
Okay, so now I can click another comment. Do you want me to show your comment, Del?
Sure.
Okay, so got a comment from one of the other team. "Hey, from Utah, this is so cool. It really, really, really is cool. This is so exciting." So you can show their comments. You can interact with them. Enterprising Engine had a question or a comment. Matt on the back porch says, "I can't see the screen. Let's change the layout," so we can do that easily. Okay, this is pretty exciting. It's pretty darn exciting. I'm going to go back to this layout, and I'm going to go to Utah. We're going to go through. Okay, I'm not going to beat the clock because I talked too long there. It asks for Box Elder, Cache, Carbon, Daggett, Davis, DuQuoin, E. Emory, Garfield, Grand, GHI, Iron, Juab, Kane, Millard, Morgan, Paiute, Rich, Salt Lake, San Juan, San Pete, Sevier, ST, Summit, T. Tool, Uinta, Utah, Wasatch, Washington, Wayne, and now here's something else that Matt was talking about. I thought this was Weber, and someone I got a comment in the in the video saw someone from Utah. No, it's that pronounced Weber. Okay, that's how we learn. This is Weber. We did not beat the clock. We do that one more time, and then we go right into random mode. Beaver, Box Elder, Cash, Carbon, Daggett. Buttons are disappearing. Davis, DeCoin, Emery, Garfield, Grand, Iron, Jawab, Kane, Millard, Morgan, Paiute, Rich, Salt Lake, San Juan, San Pete, Sevier, Salt Lake, San Juan, San Pete, Sevier, Summit, Tool, Summit, Tool, Uinta, Utah, Wasatch, Washington, Wayne, and Weber. And now we go into the next mode, which is in random order. I click the go button. It asks for Carbon. These are in random order. We're still racing the clock, but we do need to look at the question. So we give you more time in a random order. Carbon. The buttons disappear. They get the green light if you get it correct. It asks for Summit. Weber. That's Cash. Weber would be, I think this one, Weber. Beaver. Sevier below San Pete. There's San Pete. The buttons are disappearing. Iron. Paiute. Davis. Box Elder. Garfield. Washington, bottom left. Utah. Millard, Grand, Tool. I don't know how to pronounce that correctly. We're going to ask somebody from Utah soon. San Juan, Salt Lake. And that's where we're at today. We're in Salt Lake County. Emery. How do I get to Emery? Spam. How do I get to Emery? Emery. Wasatch. Rich at the top. Kane at the bottom. Wayne. Cash. Daggett. Jawab. I can tell I'm not going to beat the clock. No, I am going to beat the clock. You went
You
to
can do it.
and Morgan. Yeah.
Just in the
Okay.
nick of time.
Yeah. Now, because of a Wi-Fi connection, it kicked us out, but we click right back in, and Click and Learn knows where we're at. I click that, I do single player, and now we go to the next mode, which is test mode. Click the go button. These are in random order. It asks for Wasatch. You get a green light if you get it correct, but the buttons do not disappear. You're not racing the clock. It asks for Tool. Let's see if we get 100%. Kane, Grand, Garfield, San Pete, San Pete, Summit. Summit is close to the top of things, so this is kind of at the top. Summit, San Juan, Jawab, Sevier below San Pete, Sevier and above Paiute, Rich, Davis, Daggett, Davis. This is Davis, right on Salt Lake. Morgan, Wayne, Washington, Paiute, Beaver, Duquesne, I think pronounced, Duquesne, Uinta, Utah, Salt Lake County, Millard, Carbon, Cash at the top, Washington bottom left. We've answered 24 so far. Weber, this was Cash. This is Morgan. This is Weber. Got that correct. Emery. We're not racing the clock. I have a chance to look at it and think about it. Iron. 27. I've answered 27. 27. Daggett. I should have put my phone in the other room. Box Elder. And we got 100%. That is pretty cool. That is pretty exciting. So now Mark, I'm going to stop sharing that particular game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to remove that from the stage. That's off the stage. Mark is going to click present. He's going to select click and learn home. And once he gets that, I'm going to add him to the stage, I think. Yes. Okay. Add to the stage. And now I'm going to move us all back to the right-hand side again. Well, first of all, Mark, tell us what we're going to do.
Yeah, so I am going to jump on Click and learn about the counties of Arizona. So Bob just did Utah, where we're from, or not where we're from, where we are right now. And Bob is from Arizona. So I'm going to learn the counties of Arizona. We chose this one, honestly, because it's fewer counties than Utah. And it's hard to learn as many counties as Bob just did. You won't ever do it as fast as he just did it. He already knew those. But Arizona, is it 14 or 15 counties, Bob?
15, so you're going to be 3 levels, 7, 14, and 15.
Okay, so yeah, 15 counties should be doable. But we'll see how I'm feeling this morning. And you guys can feel free to chime in. Well, actually, Bob can't chime in to give me the answers because he definitely knows the counties of Arizona. But he can chime in to give me advice. And Matt can try and learn these with me, I guess.
I will be of no help to you now, but perhaps.
I mean, you'll be seeing what I'm doing too, so maybe you'll be helpful.
Okay, so we're in the same boat. Maybe I could pull it open too.
So Matt and Mark, where are you guys from? Tell us where you're from and you don't know the counties of Arizona.
I'm from New Jersey. I don't know the counties of New Jersey entirely either. I'm sure Bob would beat me at that too. But I know a decent number of them, and I probably don't know a single county in Arizona, honestly.
Okay.
And it's the same boat for me. I've done the New Jersey game a few times, but I think I'd be a little rusty with South Jersey. It's North Jersey I probably know pretty well. I've lived in Sussex and Warren counties, so I don't have any excuse to miss those. But in terms of Arizona, I'm coming in blind, but that's the way it is. You have to start somewhere. You could glance at a map before you play, but the games can help you start from the beginning and make your way to the top.
Okay, so Mark, it's back to you. Okay, let me set this up. Okay, Mark, it's all yours.
Awesome, let's do this. All right, so I'm on the Click and Learn home screen. I'm going to click on Play Now. And Bob showed me how to find this earlier. Over here on the top, we have new free games this week. Some of those free games this week include Learn Counties of Arizona. So I'm going to click on single player and let's go. Apache, I'm going to guess the big one. That's that is Coco Nino. Apache's top right. Oh, I was right. Now, Cochise, I'll try this one on the left. Nope, that's La Paz. Cochise, nope, that's Gila. Greenlee. Graham, and it's the last one, bottom right. Coqui Nino, that's this one. Gila, I believe, was this one.
Yeah,
nope,
I thought it was Okay.
Greenlee, so
it's got that red one to the left. There we go.
Nice. Graham is the yellow one. Greenlee is the red one here, and La Paz is on the left. Nice. I was 16 seconds over the time, so let's go again. Apache is this one up here. Cochise is the bottom right. Coco Nino is the big one up here. Gila is this red one. Graham is the yellow. Greenlee's the red. And La Paz is on the left. I was still 2 seconds over, which is good. Apache, Cochise, Coco Nino, Gila, Graham, Greenlee, La Paz. Not bad. Okay. I'll see if I can remember any of those because those are kind of tough names. Apache is on the top right. Cochise. Am I saying that right, Bob?
I think it's Coconino. No, Cochise. I think it's Cochise on the bottom right and Coconino at the top.
Yes, Cochise, then Coconino, then Gila?
Gila?
Gila. How do I pronounce that?
Gila.
Gila.
Gila, Graham, Greenlee, La Paz.
Gila, Graham, Green, La Paz.
Greenlee. Mm-hmm.
Greenlee and La Paz.
Instead
Okay.
of clicking go this time, Mark, let's do that repeat button and try that again and
Sure.
And pronounce, whisper as you click Apache, Cochise, Coconina, Gila, Graham, Greenlee, La Paz.
All right. I'm not going to whisper it though. But yes, you're right. I should be saying these out loud. And I'm happy that you're here because I would not get these pronunciations. Apache, Cochise, Coconino, Gila, Graham, Greenlee, La Paz. Nice. Feel better with that. So it's Apache, Cochise, Coconino, Gila, Graham, Greenlee, La Paz.
Very good.
All right. Let's add 7 onto here. And it seems like we're just missing one of them. Kind of cool. Apache,
Correct.
Cochise, Coconino, Gila, Graham, Greenlee, La Paz, Maricopa. That's Mojave. Maricopa. Nope, that's Navajo. Maricopa. That is Yavapai. Oh, that was Maricopa. Mojave is up here close to the Mojave Desert. Navajo is this long one next to Apache. Pima I haven't clicked on yet. I'm going to guess it's the small one. Nope, that's Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz.
Pinal, Santa Cruz, Yavapai. Okay. Apache, Cochise, Coconino, Gila, Graham, Greenlee, La Paz. Maricopa, I believe, is this yellow one in the middle. Mojave's the desert. Navajo is next to Apache. Pima is this red one. Pinal's just above it. Santa Cruz is the bottom, and Yavapai is up here. Perfect. Okay, so after Apache, Cochise, Coconino, Gila, Graham, Greenlee, La Paz, then it goes Maricopa, which I believe is this yellow middle one. Then it goes Mojave. Then it goes Navajo, and then it goes
Jumped up to P.
Pima, Pinal, Santa
Yes.
Cruz, and the last one is Yavapai.
Okay. Pronunciation is Maricopa
Maricopa,
and Cochise.
Cochise, not Cochise. Cochise.
Correct. Yeah.
Am I saying Yavapai correctly?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Apache, Cochise, Coconino, Gila, Graham, Greenlee, La Paz, Maricopa, Mojave, Navajo, Pima, Pinal, Santa Cruz, Yavapai. Awesome. That's feeling pretty good. Let's go to the next one. Apache, Cochise, Coconino, Gila, Graham, Greenlee, La Paz, Maricopa, Mojave, Navajo, Pima, Pinal, Santa Cruz, Yavapai, and Yuma. So obviously Yuma has kind of got lucky that it's just the one left. So I didn't have any questions there.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
Yeah. Did I pronounce Yuma correctly?
Yes, yes.
Bob, what county are you from?
Maricopa.
Maricopa.
That's where Phoenix is. That's the largest. Phoenix is one of the largest cities in the nation right now.
Nice. And Maricopa's the yellow one in the middle.
The big yellow one, yes.
Cool. Random order. Maricopa, we just talked about that. Yuma is the bottom left. It's the last one. Navajo's next to Apache. Yavapai is, I believe it's this purple one on the left. No, it's the green one here. La Paz is on the left. Cochise is bottom right. Apache is top right. Coconino is middle here. Mojave is the Mojave Desert. Pinal is not Pima, it's the one above Pima. Santa Cruz is on the bottom. Greenlee is all the way on the right here. Graham is this yellow one. Gila is the red in the middle. And then Pima is this red one. Wow. All right, so that one's still for time. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, you're still racing the clock, but they're in random order, but we give you more time when it's in random order.
Cool. Well, I think I'll be able to do it. I was 9 seconds over, so I will try again. Yuma, bottom left. Graham, it's this one. Greenlee. Navajo, Maricopa, La Paz, Santa Cruz, Cochise. Oh, clicked something there. Yavapai, Pima, Coconino, Gila, Mojave, Pinal, Apache. Awesome. Not too bad. I'm feeling ready for the test.
All right. It's going to be good.
Navajo. Here we go. Gila is this red one in the middle. Think of Gila Monster for that one. Mojave. Maricopa is the yellow one here. Pima is the red one. Apache is top right. Coconino is the big yellow one on top. Oh, I messed up Gila, and I think I clicked Graham for Gila. I'm not sure, but Graham is this one. Yuma's this one. Yavapai is here. Santa Cruz is right here. Cochise is the bottom right. Pinal is this purple one here. Greenlee is this one. La Paz is off to the left.
You got 100%. You did not miss that one as you thought.
Awesome. That's good. For some reason,
I think you clicked it and didn't realize you got a green light.
Yeah, it must have been it. And I think I just thought when I saw Gila, I thought maybe I had clicked Graham for that one. But that felt good. I feel like I know them pretty well now. And if I try to say it by memory in an alphabetical order, I think it's going to be tough because it's like you haven't done it after a few minutes now. But Apache
jumps to C in the bottom right.
Yep, Apache, Cochise, Coconino, Gila, Graham, Greenlee, La Paz, Maricopa, after Navajo.
There's a second M after Maricopa.
Mojave, then
Mojave.
Navajo.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Pima, Pinal, Santa Cruz, Yavapai, and Yuma.
That's excellent. I got to tell you, it took me a lot longer to learn. I live in Arizona, but it took me a lot longer to learn the counties than you just did, Mark. You really flew through those. But the other thing is, as we all know, this is just a cramming method, and Mark could get 100% if he was a student in class right now on that test. But with this system, you can play at home. And what I do is I take the list of the counties and I take them to bed with me or wherever I'm at. And during the commercial on TV, I just go through Apache, Cochise, Coconino, Gila, Graham, Greenlee, La Paz, Maricopa, Mojave, Navajo, Pima, Pinal, Santa Cruz, Yavapai, and Yuma. And the thing that helps is the pattern that we clicked in. What Mark was just doing, clicking, that pattern helps you remember where the counties are when you get in and do it. So very good, Mark.
Yeah, thanks. That was fun. I feel like, I'll probably forget it in 3 days, but then I'll have to come back next week and refresh it.
Yes, exactly. Okay, Mark is going to exit with the top left button or exit right now. And then he's going to, what do you call it? He stopped presenting, and I'm going to go to, here we go. Okay, there we are. Okay, so Matt is going to go to, he's already brought that up. Matt, why don't you go right back to clickandlearnsoftware.com and start at the beginning with that. I'm going to add you to the stage. There we go. And click the accept there on your screen at the bottom left-hand corner.
I'll accept cookies.
Okay.
Always accept cookies.
Oh, I know. I can never turn those down. All right, so everybody, I'm on clickandlearnsoftware.com. I hit the play now button, and I'm entering the website, and I'm going to look for countries of South America, and it's right here for me to find, so I click it, and I select single player. I did know all of these at some point, but it has been a few weeks, so let's hope everything
Let's learn
goes
countries of South America.
well. All righty. So then I'm going to hit the mute button so we don't hear the voice as we go. I'm going to hit go. Oh, man, I do forget where Argentina is. Oh, I do know that. Okay. Bolivia right here. Brazil here. Chile, the little sliver on the side here. Colombia. Shoot. I think this is Colombia. Ecuador is right here. And then the Falkland Islands. Okay, so I was a few seconds over, but thankfully I did remember a lot more than I did. And I hope I was saying them out loud as I went, because that is important. Whispering as you click or saying it out loud helps you remember things. So this is Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, and the Falkland Islands. And my time was much better this time, but now there's going to be
a challenge, Matt. Can you say those by memory?
Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, and the Falkland Islands.
You missed one.
Can you remind me what I missed?
The
No.
long country.
Oh, Chile. How did I forget Chile? Oh, apologies to my friend Roro. I know that. Okay.
Before you click the go, let's use the replay and do that over a couple of times. Matt, I want you to the one on the right.
Oh, the one on the right.
That one there. That's a replay. Okay.
Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, Falkland Islands. So I'll try to recite them again. Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, Falkland Islands.
Nice.
All right. That was my lucky 7. I've cleared level 1. Now we got to go to 14, and there are 14 countries total in this game. So we'll be moving on to the random order after this if I am successful. So I'll hit go. So Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile. Then I have Colombia, Ecuador, Falkland Islands. I think this is, no, that's Venezuela. This is Guyana. Then I know where French Guiana is. It's the green one here. This is Guyana. Then I have to remember Paraguay. I believe this is Paraguay. Peru up top. No, that's Venezuela. I just did that. This is Peru. Suriname is in the middle of Guyana and French Guiana. Uruguay. And finally, Venezuela. So I was 11 seconds over, and that was a bit of a garbage fire. So I got to do a little better this time. So Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile. All right. Then we have Colombia, Ecuador, Falkland Islands. All right. French Guiana, Guyana. Then we have Paraguay. We have Peru, Suriname, Uruguay, and Venezuela. I was 3 seconds over, but I did get them all right. So hopefully they really solidify this time. Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile. Then we have Colombia, Ecuador, Falkland Islands, Guyana, I got them confused again. French Guiana, Guyana. Then we have Paraguay. Then we have Peru. Then we have Suriname, Uruguay, and Venezuela. So 2 seconds over. Let's do even better this time. Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile. Then we have Colombia. Then we have Ecuador, Falkland Islands, French Guiana, Guyana, Paraguay. Then we have Peru, Suriname, Uruguay, and Venezuela. I did clear level 2.
Barely.
So,
I was watching the clock. You were down to the last second there.
All right, well, that was down to the wire. Would you like
Well,
me to do a repeat of that, Bob?
Do you want to repeat it first, or do you want to try and list them in order by memory first?
Let's do a repeat because I don't know how that's going to go. All right. So Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile. Then we have Colombia, Ecuador, Falkland Islands. Get this right. French Guiana, Guyana. Then we have Paraguay, Peru, Suriname. Okay, Uruguay and Venezuela.
Nice.
So that was much better. Right. Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile.
I
No.
think we skipped one.
You're fine. You're good. Another C.
Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Colombia,
Oh yeah.
Ecuador. What did I miss?
Nothing
you're
so
good.
far.
Okay, Falkland Islands. Gosh,
F.
So Falkland Islands. Is there another F? Oh, French Guiana.
Jump all the way to P.
To P, and that is Peru.
Another P before that.
Another P before that. Okay.
It's above Uruguay on the map. Starts
Above
with a
Uruguay.
P.
Okay.
Mark is going to tell you.
Yeah.
It's another Guay.
Oh, Paraguay.
Yeah.
Okay. Paraguay, Peru,
S.
Suriname. Then, okay, Venezuela is last. Do you know how many are left?
Just one between Venezuela and Suriname.
Suriname.
Well, you said Suriname.
I said Suriname. So then the penultimate one would have to be
We mentioned it.
Uruguay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Pretty good though. You struggle with the Guays.
I do. The Guays throw me off, and we do skip some letters, but there's only 14.
Go again.
Oh gosh. Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil.
Think where you clicked as you use the mouse. Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, and then
So, okay. Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, Falkland Islands, then French Guiana, then okay.
jump all the way to P.
Oh, is it Paraguay?
Yes.
It is Paraguay.
Mhm.
Then Peru. Then is it
Alphabetically after P, Q, R, S.
QRS? Okay. Is it Suriname?
Yes.
All right. Then Uruguay and Venezuela.
Nice.
Very good. Very good.
Okay. So I'll
Okay.
get better at that.
Now he's going to do it in random order. And random order really reinforces what you've done, because I have gone through some of these games so many times, and then I get to random order. I said, wait, I've never heard of San Pete or Sevier. So random order really helps. Go ahead, Matt.
All right. So I'm going to hit go. Let's see how I do. Brazil, right up here. Then Peru. Then Uruguay. Then Colombia. Then Guyana. Then French Guiana, Falkland Islands at the bottom, Venezuela up top, Bolivia right here, Suriname in the middle. Then we have Paraguay, my friend Chile right here. Then we have Argentina, and then finally Ecuador.
Easy.
Excellent.
Okay,
Yeah.
doing great. Do you want me to move on to test mode?
It's up to you. You could do the repeat and try it again, or you can go right to test mode and see how you do.
I think I'll do another repeat just to solidify it. So Brazil, then we have Peru, then we have Uruguay, then we have Colombia, then we have Guyana, French Guiana, Falkland Islands, Venezuela, Bolivia, Suriname, and we have Paraguay, Chile, Argentina, and then finally Ecuador. So it just booted me out, but I'm going to get right back in.
Yes, right back in. Single player. And now you're in test mode.
Gotcha. So then I'm all right. The boxes aren't going to go away, but I'm still ready. Let's rock. So Suriname, Bolivia, okay, Peru, Chile, Uruguay. Then we have Guyana, Falkland Islands, French Guiana. Then we have Brazil. Then we have Paraguay. So that is right here. Then we have Colombia, which is right here. Ecuador, right here. Venezuela, up top. And then we have Argentina. And holy cow, 100%. A little scared there, but I did it.
That
awesome,
that is excellent. That is excellent. We got a comment from someone, Dale Carden. New Jersey is the number 6 most vegan state. Is that why they call it the Garden State? I don't know. You guys are from New Jersey. What do you think?
I think he's onto something.
Yeah.
I think he's figured something out.
There's a lot of variety in New Jersey that people aren't aware of. Most people know it, as the armpit of America or its proximity to New York. And yes, its proximity to New York is a part of it, and it is convenient. But you can ski in New Jersey. There are some beautiful hiking and traveling locations out there. It's close to a place called the Delaware Water Gap, where there's a lot of beautiful scenic locations to go to. And New Jersey is close to so many major cities, New York City, Philadelphia. And that's what makes it such an accessible state. It's also one of the most densely populated states in the country, like just in terms of how many people fit in the state as a whole.
I visited New Jersey. I visited New Jersey to visit Mark and Matt, and my impression being from the Midwest is that New Jersey is so populated, but as I drove out into the different areas, it's beautiful. It really is beautiful areas out there. And Matt lives next to a preserve of some sort. Tell us about that. You drove me by and showed me there's a sign that people are walking through there and so forth.
Yes, so my mom works in Nature Conservancy. And when my dad was mayor, he helped that conservancy set aside some land called Dark Moon Preserve. The conservancy is called the Ridge and Valley Conservancy. And you're able to walk your dog, you're able to go on hikes. And it's this beautiful piece of preserved land where there is a trail, but the native grasses are allowed to grow as they can naturally. They plant certain trees that, need certain protection to grow in a good environment. And there's a family nearby that raises domesticated wolves and coyotes. So if you howl at night, they'll respond to you. I'm sure they don't like that very much. But one activity the Dark Moon Preserve is known for is they will take guided full moon hikes where you can meet in the lot, and someone that knows the preserve really well will guide photographers and hikers and families to just appreciate the full moon, and you get a gorgeous view of the location when you're out there. So I've always been proud that both my parents were involved in making the space accessible in some way. But I took Bob to visit it, and I told him this story when he came out, and it was just cool. It really is a beautiful spot, just a nice field with almost an oval of pine trees in the center, this perfect oval. I've always been drawn to that.
We just got another comment.
Oh, cool.
From Dale. Said Nevada is number 1, but we're going to interact here because I'm wondering Nevada's number one what. So Dell is, hopefully he can send us another comment, say what Nevada is number one at. So we'll wait and see if that comment comes up.
Veganism.
What? Oh, veganism?
He
Oh,
came
number
in
one in
fast
veganism.
comment.
Oh my gosh. I had no idea. No idea. That's pretty cool. Here's the other thing that's cool, really cool about this. When you interact with people like this, like we've all done, interact with people from all over the country, you learn so much. And it's not just about where things are located, but you learn about what's in those things, those places that you're learning about. For example, when we learn countries of the world, when we meet someone from somewhere else in the world, we can have a polite, respectful conversation. Simple thing. And when you hear things in the news, you absorb that news so much better because you know where those places are located. So
I have another short story actually that I think connects to that. Mark and I had never been to a Sprout grocery store before. And it's a very nice grocery store. It's not exclusive to Utah, but we're on the other side of the country that we're normally in. So there's a lot of like places and things that we've never seen. And the woman at the cash register, she was from Venezuela, and she was telling us a little bit about her country as we were exiting. And she was really excited to be in the United States, but she was making recommendations like, oh, if you ever come to my continent, this is what you should check out. This is what you should know about my country. And it was great. We just probably said a few words to her, and then something just kind of clicked. And it's funny, yesterday I didn't remember where Venezuela was, but when we were playing the game again, and I reminded myself, I'm like, oh yeah, that's where she's from. So I'm glad that it all worked out anyway, where we could have that interaction. But now I feel even better knowing that I could look on a map and pinpoint where she lived.
I just researched this, and Sprouts are located in 23 states, including New Jersey.
I know. Okay.
They're mostly in California, Florida, and Texas. Quite a few in Utah, but there's like 2 or 3 in Jersey.
Please don't say there's one in Warren County.
There's not. There's
Okay.
definitely not. I was able to pull it up on a map here, and I think they're in southern Jersey, which would explain why we've never been there, because nobody goes to southern Jersey.
Nobody.
It's completely deserted. It's where the Jersey Devil lives.
Sorry to the Pine Barrens people in the audience.
I heard of a deserted island that had so much things like pies and cakes and all those other desserts on that island. I thought that's the place I want to live. So anyway.
Pies and cakes, where was that?
What?
What place did you mention?
It's a deserted island with a lot of desserts on it.
Oh. I missed that part.
You could try our fridge first at the Airbnb. We got some cakes and desserts in there.
All right. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you guys for joining in on this today. Seriously, I learned a lot by just working with everybody, and it's been a fun day tomorrow. I haven't told the guys this yet, but tomorrow we're going to do another live stream, and Mark and Matt will show you that they actually know the 29 counties of Utah. Okay, guys?
All right. Sounds good.
Rock and roll.
Okay. Take care. We'll see you guys later.
See ya.